Good evening and welcome back to the 8-string NS stick with guitar tuning intervals, the hybrid approach. We're going to be doing D minor pentatonic. You'll notice there's a line going through one of the strings, the orange one. That's just kind of to differentiate between the melody side and the bass side, but it's not necessary. It's just for ease of comprehension, possibly. Anyway, there's going to be a multitude of different grids, and I'm going to see which ones we like the best. There's kind of the Star Wars pseudo player's perspective looking down at the neck on the top one, and then the slightly more traditional one below it from an awesome app called Fretboard. And we're going to go on with the theory and the uses. But for now, just check out the grid, see what you like, more to come. Just for the fun of it, I'm going to go low to high, just to show you an example of how one position might be. Make sure to find fingerings and key positions and wrist ergonomics that are very comfortable for you. Big stretches can be okay, as long as you kind of figure out how to do it correctly, but otherwise, we'll talk more about that later, but I prefer, if I'm going to stay in one position, to not do too big of stretches, but, that's what tapping's for, right? Alright, now I'm going to show you as if you were tapping. The basic premise is the top melody strings, top 4 of them are your right hand, and the lowest 4 are your left hand. Of course, this is very variable, but for now, that's the easiest way to show you what I'm talking about. So as you can see, the orange dots going to the left represent that particular direction, and you can definitely have a lot of chord choices. So for now, basically think of it as your first finger is going to go left to right, and your pinky, when it's the root, is going to go right to left. And there's ultra uber exceptions, but this is just kind of get that concept into your mind where basically your first finger as a root expands to the right, and your fourth finger will form as a root going to the left. Geometrically speaking, it's also obviously going horizontal, up and down, forming shapes and patterns in chords and arpeggios and melodic lines. So basically, you can pick any of the notes here and form a chord out of them. Traditionally, this part shows starting with your first finger and going towards the right. And then we'll also show the next method going to the left, and you'll see what I mean. Of course, you can pick any of these notes and